human.
All our questions are from Rudolf Steiner's 1894 original and unrevised edition of The Philosophy of Freedom, translated to English in 1916 by Alfred Honel. Let's get to work and play Philosophy of Freedom Jeopardy! Today's categories are taken from the original preface entitled The Goal of Knowledge. They are truth, training, and science. Pat, your selection please.
I would like truth for 100 please.
In our age of individuality, what kind of truth is sought?
Truth from the depths of one's nature.
Yes.
Truth for 200 please.
What repels the individual by demanding the acceptance of truths that he does not wholly understand?
Belief. The individualist wants to know, not merely believe.
Right.
Truth for 300 please.
What is missing in one who is tortured by doubts, weak, and aimless?
They are lacking truth.
Yes.
Truth for 400 please.
Which truth comes with greater conviction and empowerment, truth found in outer life or truth found within? Someone else?
Inner truth.
Right.
Let's try truth for 500.
If we are to ascend to knowledge of the whole universe, where do we begin? Does someone else have an answer? The answer is experience. We begin with our own immediate experience, and from there, rise to knowledge. We, please select your category, training, or science.
Training for 100 please.
To whom does Rudolf Steiner dedicate the philosophy of freedom?
To those striving to apply the principles in the book.
Right.
Training for 200 please.
The philosophy of freedom does not offer the only possible path to truth. What does it present?
It describes the path to truth chosen by Rudolf Steiner.
Right.
Training for 300 please.
Rather than cramming facts of knowledge into students, what should education depend upon?
Our proper curriculum.
No. Bob?
It should depend on the inner need of the student, what they want to know.
Right.
Let's try training for 400 Rudolph.
The Western world no longer demands pious exercises and ascetic practices as a preparation for science. What does it require?
Setting aside time for the practice of pure thinking.
Yes. When it comes to thought training, I know all the contestants would agree with me. The study of the philosophy of freedom is excellent training in pure thinking. Continue, Bob, you are now tied for the lead.
Training for 500.
It's the daily double. How much would you like to wager, Bob?
All of it, 700.
The sweetest enjoyments of life are experienced by lifting oneself to this realm. For $700, Bob, name this realm.
The realm of concepts.
Right. The category left is science.
Science for 100 please.
The scientific discussions within the philosophy of freedom are included to shed light on what question?
Is human freedom possible? If it is, are we free? Or can we become free?
Right.
Science for 200 please.
The separate sciences are stages on the way to what all-inclusive science? Someone else?
Holistic science.
Right.
Science for 300 please.
What kind of results are expected from science if it is to have true value?
The highest value of science is holistic human development.
Yes.
Science for 400 please.
Rather than mere idle curiosity, how should one use science?
Apply science to one's life goals.
Right.
Science for 500 please.
And the last question is yours, Pat. What happens if we do not confront scientific ideas as master? Someone else?
We will become the slave of ideas.
Right. It's time for Final Jeopardy! We have a close game with Pat and Bob tied for the lead. Strategy will be very important because your final Jeopardy wager will be deducted from your score if you are unable to answer the question. You will have 10 seconds to answer. What is the method Rudolf Steiner used in writing The Philosophy of Freedom? Time is up. Yui, your answer please. Clairvoyant perception of the spiritual world for 1200. Incorrect. That lowers your total to 0, and ends your chance to win. Bob, introspective observation for 1000. Right, with another 1000 added to your total, you have jumped into a large lead. Bob. Pat, if your answer is correct and you bet more than 1000, you will be our new champion. Introspective observation is right. Your wager of 1500 brings your total to 3000. Our winner is Pat Phillips. So long everyone.